bay at the 3 o'clock position. Might use it to float it in from that side and scout. I'm not really exactly sure what the point of that. Definitely he needed the engineering bay for his missile turrets in case of a drop, because he did see that robotics facility, and so he could probably expect some reaver drops or stuff like that. And that probe might have seen the SCV, so he might get a feeling that Shine will... Oh, and actually drops that... it's probably just placed it there so as to deny any probe building that expansion here. Will force his opponent to first bring some units along with the probe to destroy that engineering bay. So I guess that's good play from him. In another way, he also hit it, so it's going to be well protected, and so he's going to be able to pump those turrets, which are going to be important, yeah, for the observers, not so much, but especially for the drops. And now going pretty standard for a Terran with a lot of factories. He's going to pump a lot of vulture bikes. Mines will play such a key role, and of course the tanks. And it seems that there's not really going to be any switch to carriers or anything, because a lot of gateways being put down. So going pretty much macro gateway with a lot of dragoons and probably supported by Zeals and by Reavers as the game goes on, and of course Templar towards the end. And who's going to be able to win this one? Not really sure. The first group of Zealots is, however, out, though I think that mines are already researched, and there might already be a mine carpet laid before that expansion. And I think, yeah, it just scouted this expansion, and so Daezang might find himself in some trouble defending that expansion that he has just placed. Not really sure if he's going to be able to hold that one. He has his goons spread it out so as to stop any possible advance. Also observatory on his side, and now finally the first battle of the match going in. There were no mines actually laid. I thought he would have laid some mines on this little bridge that you see here. There were, however, no mines whatsoever. It might also be that mines weren't researched at all. This could be a possibility that he delayed the mines for vultures. But on the other hand, he does have siege, which is so important. Also the comm set in case any DTs might turn out. So fairly normal. Now it's pretty much up to the Protoss player as usual to delay the destroys and missile turret, to delay the expansion of the Terran, to delay the Terran push with well done drops. And I still don't see any dropship. So pretty much, except producing observers, the existence of the robotics facility was useless. So except for those observers, there was nothing else. Now sieging the tanks, and those goons will come in. Zealots trying to make it to the tanks, but they are blocked by the vulture bikes, very well blocking these Zeals from reaching the tanks and making them shoot next to them and damaging themselves with a splash. Now he's going to maybe try to bring a couple of Zealots in again, but no. He feels that he's lost this one. No, he's going in again for the attack, and the vulture bikes very well defending. Vulture bikes denying any units the passage to the tanks, and the tanks are simply happy to unsiege the tanks. And now was the chance again for an attack from Daezang, but Daezang again pushed off. So Daezang not doing that a great job to delay the Terran push. He does manage to pick up a couple of units, but pretty much all in all, the tanks are able to push out slowly but surely. And step by step, he is closing in on this expansion right here, and he's seen it. He knows it's there, and he knows it's not going to be that well protected. Mines finally being researched to block the Terran army, and he might go from the side. He might go from the upper side of this expansion, pounding with the tanks at these goons, and the goons will be pushed off also with the help of the vulture bikes. And so planning the mines will try to stop the Terran, the Protoss army from reinforcing this expansion, and will go from the other way around. I think that northern entrance of the expansion has been blocked with pylons. Yeah, if you can see it right at the upper edge of the screen, that was blocked with pylons. And the tanks will pound at these pylons as we talk. No, he's actually going for the Nexus directly. He might also go for the for one of the pylons so as to allow. Yeah, he's going for the pylon so as to allow these vulture bikes to get inside and deal significant damage to the SCVs. Whilst on the other side, Daezang has to find a way through this through this carpet of mines, and this is not going to be easy because he's going to need to carefully maneuver them through. And the vultures manage to get inside, and they're doing great damage. This next will get taken out, so horrible loss for Daezang. This is not good for him at all, and it's hard for him actually to defeat the Terran, which is has hidden himself behind all these mines. He's gonna need the Observer to take out these mines, but in the same time he might get pounded at from the background by those tanks, putting down just a pile thought, which was a more important building. He might be going for an Arbiter Tribunal. That would be a good idea for him, since he has all these goons. And now going in with Zealots, with goons. But so many tanks in the background siege. Actually, not so many anymore. The Zealots actually did a great job. I didn't think the Zealots would make it to the tanks, but finally the Zealots were successful. Until now, Shine made a good job blocking any troops, and now surrounding these final goons and planting the mines, and that final goon will get taken out. Takes 2 vultures down with him. And finally, Daezang was able to maneuver his Zealots very well past that wall of vultures to the tanks. But all in all, you have to give the advantage to Shine, because simply he's ahead. He now has 2 expansions and 2 Terran expansions versus 2 Protoss. It really gives Terran the advantage. Indeed, Daezang had his second expansion going on for longer, but he's lost these battles, and it seems that pretty much Shine is the stronger one. Now he's actually going to try to contain his Protoss opponent, planting mines at that exit, and this is bad for a Protoss. He cannot allow this to happen. He has to go in with the Zealots now and take down these tanks, and he's chasing down the tanks with the Zealots. Vulture bikes have to deny the Zealots from reaching these tanks, and finally a 1-tank siege might take out a couple of units. In the meantime, the Zealots are going in for that tank, and they're gonna bring that tank down that has sieged the other 2 tanks, also being taken out. So good advance here from Daezang, actually taking out quite a lot of units, and these tanks are not able to siege because they would be immediately taken out. Takes out the tank with the help of the mine. So well done by Daezang, pushing his opponent back. He might find himself stalled a little bit by those mines on the bridge, but no, he